أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Lead Council, viewers and listeners, good morning and welcome back to our daily proceeding of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without further ado, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next item on our today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. I'll call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-rahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghayril maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, thank you for seeing us through this working week. We ask that you strengthen us, give us courage to help us face the day ahead of us. We don't know what is going to happen or what lies ahead, but we know that you can conquer this day because you are with us wherever we go. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Witness.
Isama Sedo.
Welcome back.
Mr.
Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, may I remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
Akoy be hakilo bulandi la pour kol membe tamala nyin commission la karola e be CDRO menna abe hakilo bulandi la de koye kalile num hanim bi dum ibe o kali wokono le janning abe la kolo dila e bengola siranti wala kasi hakilo bulandi wala.
Thank you. Madam Chair, I hand over the witness to you for us to proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Bojang.
Akoy sama Mr. Bojang.
You are welcome.
Ibe bismillah. Thank you very much.
Council, can you proceed?
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Good morning, Honorable Commissioners. Good morning, Mr. Bojang.
Akoy sama Mr. Bojang.
Isama.
Good morning too.
Yes, so please, we will need you to increase your voice so that we can hear you.
Akwebe la fila le yedi ya musanto ye kango la fa puru sikari moy. Ila sira wakatandi.
Now, the last time you appeared, we were discussing the issues regarding the findings of both the internal audit and the National Audit Office.
Ako kachala bantala min mafon la nung tilinta kolle la men keta kontibo membe alla office fon la kontibo bunda anin kontibo bunda me yalonko umu bantalan kolleti kolu tilinta wolle la utembo.
In your statement of the 24th of November 2023,
akoela kuma kaume ya for November karotil muani nani 2023,
I see on the second paragraph,
akai nyinje safero la sapa fulanja ngokono,
the last sentence,
amunta borindi labango.
you were explaining that the payment slips or these deposit slips, you used to give it to the main cashier.
Ako jori kay tolu menu ke dila o slipolu alke idi cashier nyaton kolelam.
No, in fact, you said you were not submitting to him.
Ako wati sotonta ibuka kay tolu diala nungu.
Instead, you take it to the audit
Ike samba kontibo bundale la audit.
and later to the Director of Finance for safekeeping.
Wokola alsine samba nyinkamana flow bundala police maboje.
Can you please explain?
Ako alafta yoto senayandi. Well, it is just the same thing.
Well, bank slip all.
Those bank slips,
Yamin demanding bula and cash books.
the bank slips they demanded from me and the cash books.
Now letter the finance director.
I took them and gave it to the finance director.
Finance director wo slip all letter di Yaya assistant.
Finance director took them and gave them to Yaya Ba, his assistant,
Pura photocopy.
so that he can go and photocopy them.
I enter copy dinner.
So that after photocopying them, he should give me my copies.
But at the same time, auditor fana na cash book lunyinta.
But at the same time, the auditors also took my cash books.
So amunta nying fulo be tatale.
So these two things, the receipts and the cash books, were all not with me.
And the slip among appear.
And if the slips don't appear,
Nte futala no cashier.
I cannot reach the cashier.
So mbe situation ola kono.
I was in that situation
For wati jang
for a long time.
mbulate no mamma soto no.
I followed them, but I was still unable to get these papers.
Kabirinte fasta nga kuwa bulale.
When I became tired, I decided to forget the whole thing.
Anta bigele for kabirin 2020.
I was there since year 2020.
Then nata call receive.
Then I received a call.
Kabirin nga mari jabi wotumo fa onjita le kabodo kudula kasei.
After responding to the call, and at that time I have just closed from work, I was going home.
Akonyen tolimu investigator letter from Local Government Commission of Inquiries.
Then that's the time the guy told me we are the investigators from the Local Government Commission of Inquiries.
Nka mbe jikane borimbe sanya mafangola.
I told him that I have just closed from work, but right now I am around Sanyang.
Nka bar for soman sinano ba.
I asked him whether I can come tomorrow.
Akonye ha.
He said yes.
Ala nata mako go somon nata.
That Allah helped me, and the following day I came and reported.
Kabirin nata tole min fan follow fonye.
When I came, the first thing they told me,
Akonye 1,847,000.
they told me that 1,247,000.
1,400,000
or
1,847,000.
1,847,000.
Akonye la cash bukole.
They asked me, where is your cash book?
Unko no na cash buko tal tole bulo. Akonye no cash buko tiyang.
I asked them whether you don't have my cash book. They said, no, your cash book is not here.
Now, let me ask you. all that money, did you deposit it to the bank, or did you give part of it to the finance director or the senior management?
No. Ako kodo ya a do dundile bank fodum aketa nyaadile yaadi alla do kula nyaaton ko do le bank nga be deposit bank leto ka fo bank me guarantee trust bank. I deposited all that money at the Guarantee Trust Bank on account 1014786110. That's the account number he quoted right now.
Can the witness be given the Guarantee Trust Bank account? Is that the only bank you used to deposit?
Ako fo drone bank ti nyanta kodo dundila da bank. Almost dal ngamira nteka na deposit beke walati. It could be maybe 90% or 99%. Well, I think 90 to 99% deposits I make, I do that all at that bank.
Very well, we will give you your GT bank, the area council bank account.
Akwebe GT ila area council account wonya akwebe dile. Account number is 1014 786110.
Mr. Bojang, when did you start depositing in the Guarantee Trust Bank?
Ako wati jumalo ya damuta kakodo dundi Guarantee Trust Bank. Guarantee Trust Bank in 2020. This was in 2020. Kabo March 23 March kata 27th March. From
March
the 23rd
23.
On the 2nd March to 23 March mafangwala. From the 2nd of March to the 23rd of March. Because collection started 2022 there. Because the collection started in on the 22nd March. It was on the 22nd February 22nd February 2020. Yeah.
To which year?
Kata Sanjuma kan. Kabo 22nd February kata for end of February kata March kan. End of February, from the 22nd of February towards end of February to March. But I started 22nd February. Mo follow me Joroke Elizabeth Leti. It started on the 22nd.
No, I just want to know the year. You said it's in
2023. No, 2020, 22nd February 2020.
Yes, that's the time you started depositing.
Yeah, that's the time.
So when did you end depositing?
Asila ye kodi dundo bang wati jumale. Aninte ninga depositing kumasi ambika stop unka akatale for on the 30th December.
No, up to now. Are you which account are you depositing?
I am still maintaining 1014786110.
So from this 22nd February 2020 up to date. Up to date you are depositing
yes,
a date.
Yes, but
when did they stop you from paying into the account?
I koikana kodo nyindundi konto nyindo. Ani imao fonyede. They never told me that. Minkake. What happens? Ikataragele ye call. They sometimes suddenly call you. Ikoe lavite kodo samba banki car. And they will tell you we want you to take money to so and so bank. Barinte wo sifalunte. But I am not involved in such things. I took some money to Eco Bank, but that is this year. I don't know whether they had stopped at our accounts at that time.
Which of the accounts did they stop? Is it the Guarantee Trust Bank?
Yeah, in particular Fenko, yeah, stop temporarily. The account was stopped temporarily.
And then you were instructed to pay at Eco Bank?
At the Eco Bank and Guarantee Trust Bank. But woman's here is less than 5 or 6 transactions. That's not much. It's not more than 10 to 5 to 6 transactions.
Yes, Council, you can proceed.
I have asked that the witness be given the GT Bank account of Brikama Council. Do you have it?
1014786110.
Ako foye konto dole dila da ayola futa. Ako foye dila le ba.
Account number.
Hani nyanta kaiti dole dila la. Ako foye dila le ba.
Kaito.
Now, currently, I am just looking at your 2021 cash book.
Akoela 2021 cash book abole jube kanten sai.
Okay.
I know you have already explained that sometimes you will do your collections, and then before you get your GTR, it may be 1 year after or thereabout.
Ako tumodo lunali alla kudiken sumoke ila GTR janni kasoto tumodo la aka wati jantale. Yes, that's true.
Yes, but again, you have already told the commission that you actually deposit all these monies to the bank.
Yes, that's true.
So because you don't have a GTR receipt, so we are just going to confirm.
Akokatu GTR wairi oristol table ilafta tonya yandilele ka sahayandi menketa. That's good.
Now, I have seen that in 2021, in January,
ayaja 2021 January,
the first page,
kaiti following,
you have a recording of $103,565.
Akwe ye dalasi keme, dalasi wuli keme anin saba, anin dalasi keme lulu, anin dalasi talulu.
And also another recording of a total of $76,165.
Dotata dalasi wuli tawro wula, anin wuli dalasi wuli tawro wula anin woro, dalasi keme lulu anin tawro wula anin woro.
And the third total is 27,400.
Do labango mu dalasi wuli mu anin woro wula teti anin dalasi keme nani.
Now I know you have already brought forward these amounts subsequently.
But
can you please explain how you can have three totals in just one collection? Maybe I don't understand.
I will show
you the book.
He says that he understood that part. When these digital machines came
in 2020, on the 22nd February 2020,
from the 22nd of February 2020, I was the first person to operate those machines
throughout the West Coast.
But
every week
But at that time, the idea that every week we should submit, that has not started at that time. That idea has not yet been adhered to.
Taxpayers
the way the taxpayers come,
for
example, after you pay you make your payment, that's how we submit the money. That's how it was going.
For end of the page.
When we reach end of the page, we will just write down the total.
Brought forward.
And we will write brought forward there.
Carry forward.
Then we will add also carry forward.
But what morning idea man every week submission.
But at that time we were not given the idea that every week you should submit. So this is why it went up to May. After May,
stop.
That was the time when this stopped.
Now,
Yeah.
You have your 2021 cash book.
Ako nyino mwila 2021 cash book ti.
Why do you have 3 totals on the first page?
Ako kaiti follow nyimbala total sabale bije munana wo total sabolu tartaje.
I don't understand. That is why I am asking the question.
Akama ufaham wala na ba nyinin kaka.
Afala woku maya tabaka.
That he said that's very important.
And na kaito check.
If you check the paper properly,
Abajala jen particulars.
you will see something like particulars.
O particulars coming tandi wala
What that shows the word particulars is,
for example, ning Aisatu Jawara Joroke.
for example, if Aisatu Jawara prays,
Mbakela jele Aisatu Jawara.
we will write there Aisatu Jawara.
Nimbota woto ngakedula do to amount.
From there we will go and write somewhere amount.
So ninga tara nunko ate mo kilingwa arias nyimfana sotole.
If, for example, if that same person has some areas,
For example, nin sanjilulu julole bala.
for example, if the areas has gone up to 5 years,
Amount mbe 10,000 lekelaje.
the amount we will put 10,000 there.
The particular year be min jola wala mu 2021.
The particular year that he should pay, the person should pay is 2021.
Mbe 2,000 lekela woto.
Then we will write 2,000.
Then ala areas from 2000 to 2023.
The areas from 2000 to 20,
Mimbe koma, ala areas mimbe koma.
the areas remaining behind,
Oh, 4 years, that is 2 by 4, that is
that's
8,000.
4 years, 2 by 4, that's 8,000.
Baokela areas column lekono.
We will write that in the areas
Wala
column.
na ye wo soto, areas column nying.
This is why you have the areas column there.
And then wo dulado fana bije omu receipt numbers waleti.
And there is another place where you have the receipt numbers,
Because digital lomu.
because it is digital.
Wala yanna nga ke o nyam.
This is why we did it that way.
Abe wala nyama.
That's how it is.
Thank you. Now, what is the total of the collection you have on that particular page?
Akol kaito nyimbala yemembe kafunyoma tata kanya njelema.
First one kabo number 1 kana
From-
number 36.
From number 1 to number 36,
103,565 Lesotho.
the amount is
103,565.
103,565.
Then amount in 2021,
The amount in 2021
not a 76,000 sort of 165.
was 76,165.
Okay, not a areas column,
Then we went to the areas column.
not a 27,400 sort of for areas for 2021.
We have 27,400 for 2021.
Now, the $103,565, was that collected?
Abe collected abe send bankle.
He said all was collected and I sent it to the bank.
The 76,165, was that collected?
Ako 76,165. For fanan kensu neba.
I mean what mean fight to nyale for ngabe posila ndu ngabe put into
He said
the bank.
whatever you say you are right. He has collected that also and sent it to the bank.
Tell him it is just to understand that even though the auditor may have said that you did not present a deposit slip,
Ako bolem nyinti isi nyimfaham ko hanning auditor ko iman kaito itandiala memu deposit slip ti wolem ne ko do dundi ka kaito mendi.
that does not mean you did not deposit these monies.
Ako woma aitani woma kendi ko ka foko imanyin ko do dundi de.
Like you have said, it is very possible that all these monies are deposited.
Andong ko ya fote nyame ase ke nyin ko lolu ko yebe fo nyame yebe dundi bank wala nya.
But we just still have to find out.
Ako bari foiteli ya ku noma fo ya long ye kumakeso sotoji.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Ako yo faham.
Understand.
Yes, he said he understands.
Now, all I want to know
Alafta melol na saying
is that the $103,565 is
ako wolem dalas wuli keme anin saba dalas keme lulu anin taworo ni lulu
an amount that is actually collected.
wolem kodo ako wole kensun bank
The 76,165
aning me yalonko tata kanyan dalas wuli tawro wula ani woro dalas keme dalas taworo ani lulu
whether it is also collected.
foyo fanan ka funyo maleba
And the areas column,
andu julo men tutaje areas walam julo nyinti
whether in fact is also collected
foyo fanan ken
or it remains to be an area.
Afa be collected.
he said all these amounts were collected.
In year 2021
He said that year 2021
and in 2020
and 2020
na slip all kabo 2020 to 2021 May.
my slips from 2021 from 2020 to 2021 May.
Ngawole be nyika nunge be di finance director la waya di ya ba pura ya copy.
Those were the slips I gave to the director, who also took them and handed them over to Yaya Ba to photocopy them.
All right, thank you. Now, you also brought these figures forward. Is that correct? To the next page?
Ako foyolu fanali sawundile kaiti kote motoba.
Ala kumo sahayata keta wala nyama nata carry forward.
He said that's quite true. He decided to carry it forward to the next page.
Wala nanga stroke again ko BF mean brought forward.
He said that's why he wrote BF. That BF stands for brought forward.
Brought forward.
And then that total you brought forward, you also carried it forward to the next page.
Yes, wala nata
ako yo le fananta ya saundi ka samba kaiti do nyim fananto.
Afa to nyale for.
He said that's quite true.
O amount in total wala tata kanyang 196,965 fair in amount.
He said that amount was which amounted to 196,965 dollars.
Okay. Now, before we proceed, the amount you brought forward, these monies, they have not still been deposited yet until at a later stage, or have you already?
No.
Well, he said he deposits them as how they come.
Because every month, every week, submit.
Because at that time they didn't tell us that we should submit every week. So this is why if you check properly, you will see that just for a short time these things stopped.
Every week.
When it stopped, that's the time we started the submitting every week.
That's fine.
From Monday to Thursday, then even here more sabale collect, you have to take it to.
That's from Monday to Thursday. Even if you collect from only 3 people, you have to go and deposit.
Now, which bank account will that money reflect in?
Ako bank account jumale mo kodo duntamento.
It's 1014-786-110 on GTB Guarantee Trust.
He said that's the Guarantee Trust Bank, and that's the account number he quoted.
1014-786-110.
Do you have that account with you?
Ako fo account bukolu bebulle bank.
Bank slips.
Or the account, I think you have asked that you be given the bank account.
Yes, 1014-786-110.
Whether it is with you currently, have they given you a copy of the?
Ako foyo bebulle sa imbam foyo a copy di le bank.
Yeah, ala copy ning afela kana.
Yes.
To start with, the $103,565, which day in the month of January did you deposit that money? 2021.
Ako January 2021 nyin dalas keme dalas wuli keme nin saba dalas keme lulu tar woro anil lulu ye wo dundi lunjumale
akana nyami ngakadu wala nyama mo safa ko abekela around 21st of January kata 26th of January come.
He said we deposit as they come. It might be from the 21st of January to the 26th of January.
Yes, let's just try to see whether we can see it and then we move on. Can you please show us?
He said he has the deposit
slip.
Very well. Can we have that?
2021. Agibeba is a second we are mixing. Do fera.
Yes, please go ahead. What are these?
Bank slip problem.
They are all bank slips.
Yes, but how will I know whether it applies to a certain deposit?
I cannot nyami.
Akaba no la nyadile ka fo nyina munyinti bank slip.
I cannot nyama ibe wala nyama 2021 lo munyinti.
He said these are 2021 slips and they follow one another. The way they come, that's how they follow one another.
Yes, I understand that.
Akayo fahamle.
But then it is very bulky.
Akwa siatale.
And we need to sort this thing out.
Andung purke bonyoto
I cannot do it where I am right now.
Akwate olukeno la science.
In particular dula from January to May.
The particular area we are talking about, that's from January to May. That's what the time when it was stopped.
Yes, but to be fair to you, we need to know exactly how many deposit slips you have presented. And for which period. We can help you do that.
January, starting from January on the 12th January.
From the 12th of January
2021.
Yes, just hear me out. Let me help you. This is very important in relation to trying to prove to the commission that you have been depositing monies. So what I will advise is that you hold these deposit slips and you can see the registrar during break. You can go to it one by one and have a cover letter and to explain for every payment, for every deposit slip, what the payment is for. That is the only way we can account for every deposit slip in this.
He said that's good. He said that's good.
Now what I just want to ask is whether this $103,565 is. Where this amount in this particular manner will reflect in the account.
He said the amount you quoted is small.
831,400.
It should be 831,400.
And then current year nyanta kela 531,800.
And the current year should be $531,800.
Area should be 299,600.
The area should be 299,600.
Nata close waleketa 30th December 2021.
That's where he closed the account. That's in 30th December 2021.
Mr. Bojang, I don't doubt that. But we need to, when you have a total in the cash book. That is why I asked in the beginning whether we have to follow the trail when you carry forward a particular amount. That it is still not deposited until the grand total. Or for every total is deposited.
No,
well, as for me, the time I get the money, how it comes, that's the time I go and deposit.
Exactly. So that's why I'm asking now. This $103,565. Is this amount itself in the bank?
ako fo nangamo duntale bank
or is it there in bits and pieces?
ako fo ya dundile adoman dundile.
akadamandaman dunne.
Well, he says he saves it in bits and pieces.
So I will not find $103,500 in the account, but I will find it in bits and pieces.
Ako ate nyintarla je ko dalas wuli keme ni saba dalas keme lulu taworo ni lulu akensundingo bituna munta ya doman dundile hani fa futata nanga moto.
Afala kumo sahaya.
He said that's quite true.
Fine. Now, from which period to which period, from exactly what is the timeline that you have collected this amount, $103,500? What is the period?
Wati jumale kata wati jumakang wato me yenyin dalasi wuli keme anin saba kensun kata dalasi keme lulu dalasi taworo ni lulu wo futola wati jumale
wala kumasta on the 12th January.
That's what started on the 12th January
2021.
2021
kana on the 30th 12 2021
to 30th
12
December 30th December
2021
2021
wala total tata kanyang 831,400 fee.
That's the amount which total $831,400. That's the main total for that period. We break it down.
Classification.
That's the classification.
Classification I can say. 2021 heading.
And the classification is what they write for 2021 heading.
Mr. Bojang, I am still giving you the opportunity to tell the Commission what you have been doing in relation to how you deposit monies.
Aka bemen katakang puriya for commission e bemen kekang nyin kodolu e kadun nyamin.
That part has to be clear.
Ako fo dinkira senea.
This is why I asked.
Akola na nyinin karoke.
Because the Commission already knows.
Kadu commission yalo neko.
That every week, whatever you collect must be deposited. This started in 2020. We know it's a fact. Wait, just wait a minute. Everyone that appears before the Commission, or that already appeared before the Commission, had already agreed to the fact that from March 2020, you have been depositing money to they should be depositing money to the bank every week. It is clear you don't do that. But we still want to understand, and we have to follow the money to see whether in fact, if you deposit it every month or every year or so, we need to understand what you have been doing, you Mr. Bojang.
Ako walanna ibe lafila ka long ite Mr. Bojang kodo la dumo wicheo aninga kata wicheo menkono ka dundi bank ilafta wale lonna senea a wicheo nyin anin nanga mo puru.
Do you understand that?
He said that's true. Then that's how is it that's how it is. He said that's true. He said the only way that can be changed is unless it coincides with a public holiday. He said, but what you said is the truth.
Mr. Bojang.
Mr. Bojang.
What we are trying to establish is what the council has asked you. You have given us the 12th of January,
12th January, January
the 30th of December,
Kata December karotil tansabo
2021.
2021.
You said that you deposited a total amount of
831,400.
And you have admitted. You have admitted. Admit. You have admitted.
Yes, Sontole.
Yes. That in 2020,
ko 2020 sango kono
you are supposed to be depositing monies each week.
Adung alla sarto munyini lokuwo lokunne mal nyanta ko do dundila
Because you have the machine.
kato masingule bali bulu
So you have to do your reconciliation every week.
woto lokuwo lokunne al nyanta ko do lu tembendila ka anonga mol bonyo
And that proceeded on.
andu wo tententale.
So in 2021,
So 2021 sango kono
there cannot be any difference.
fatam fansite tarano laji
So, but cumulatively,
bari ak ken sundingo nyokang
you said
yenyum foko
you deposited 831,400.
ya foko dalas wuli keme saybu dal wuli tan sabanin kilin dalas keme nani yewle dundi.
We want the breakdown.
Ilaftawole bondila nyoto ka be clean
So
clean
that is what the council is asking.
council be ole nyinin ka kang
We have given you the statement.
ye makango dilale
So you take us straight to the statement.
so isi samba o kam makango to
You show us from January
ya itandila kabo January
to December
kata December kang
your names
itolu
and in the amounts you have deposited.
ani ye kodo nanga molu menu dundi
Because when you deposit,
kaduni adundi dro
your name is written
ito ka safele
and the amount you deposited
andu ye nanga mo men dundi
and the date.
ikaw fanan safele andu
So
ndu
the
me kaw
statement is
safele
there.
Wo
You
kuma
take
kaw-
us through to that one
akai lafta
quickly
ye dundi ye
so that we
tambindi
can
wal
proceed to another issue.
atariata nyami si bonyo to purisi tenten kudo
jele ngaro ninga deposit slip holta wala be tariyala fango.
Okay,
he
so
said-
give him the deposit slip so
he
that
said
we can
if
have
he has the
sample.
deposit slips
Yes.
he thinks that's
So then
what's
you
going to
can
be quick.
refer us to the statement and we can cross-check.
woto sai sa jube dunta nyame bulata nyono ma nyame telefonal sa anno ma sata wonya
Mr. Gay, can you give me the statement, please? Thank you. This statement. No, he is using his bank. Yes. Yes, thank you.
akweta kadamu ta January
Did you see any in January?
Ako fay fenjele bang January karo. That's the. I have seen February. Now I'm looking for January.
I think you should. You go to January before you go to February.
He said they are mixed with him.
Mr. Bojang.
He said, yes. He said he has seen it.
Okay. So give us the date.
Akoye lungulu fo, lungulu dila.
On the 2nd of 12/20/21.
On the 2nd of 12, that stands for December.
Yeah, Kumasta book of our start.
That's where the book started, on the 2nd of December 2021.
Yeah.
That's the time you started depositing?
The collection.
That's the time.
Collection and deposit.
He started collecting and depositing.
No, Mr. Bojang. We are talking about, you have given us specific dates. You said you started depositing from the 12th of January to 30th of December. And you cumulatively gave a sum total of 831,400. Yes, so now we are saying, give us the deposit slips for January. If your deposit started in January 2020, January 21st, then we will be able to see.
Ako ila dundiro na folota January kano kono tumole mi fanalu ba jeno lay bulata nyono manyami
abe wala nyama abitaka wala nyama
sai
second February on the 2nd.
No. Mister, we will give you opportunity to go to our consultant, the financial consultants that are here, to reconcile this. But before I hand you over to council, I just want to indicate that what you told us is not correct. Because your statement, the GT Bank statement, is indicative of something very different from what you have said.
Ako membe GT Bank bala ani te kam enfote fatabata le wala nabe hanimbe yilbe lafim pour kanyi ko bo
what we see
ye menje
in the bank statement,
bank la kuma kangoto,
on the 9th of January 2021,
January karotili kononto 2021,
you deposited 37,000.
Just mbatu doro yemen dundi wuli tan sabani woro wula.
So up to the 28th of February,
for February karotili muang anensai,
when you deposited 79,000
yekodo dundi
165.
How much? 79,000?
165.
Yakodo dundi mentata kanya wuli tawrola nin kononto dalas keme dalas taworo ni lulu.
So except for the 9th of January,
na manken January karotili kononto lete.
The next time you deposited money
inata kodo dundi wati kotego meng
was 28th of February.
Walam February karotili muang aninsai.
2021. So from 1st January to 9th January, do not deposit anything.
Kabo February karotili follow kata afata abandula imam fendundi.
No, from 1st January to the 9th, he did
Kabo
not deposit.
January karotili follow fatili kononto imam fendundi.
No,
yes. And the next deposit was done on the 28th of February.
Yo dundir kotom keta February karotili mu annen saile.
Which was the 79,165.
Wala tata kanyan dalas wuli tawro wala anen kononto dalas keme dalas tawro ni lulu.
Afa fonya ma to nyala fa be wala.
He said that's true.
Na be tablet le fa ma be wala nyam.
So we will give you time.
Akwebe wato dilela.
We would give you time to do the reconciliation.
Be wato dilela pour yakata pour kanyulu be tembende.
Your deposit slips.
Ila deposit kaitolu.
With the bank statement.
Aning bank la safertalu.
With our financial consultant.
Ite lana fulu do kula bijang be ni wole kafula nyoma.
Afa to nyala fa fonya mi nga ke wala nyam.
He said that's true.
So do we discharge him for?
Yes, I will.
So that he will, because he said that the deposit slips are mixed up, and I just wanted to establish a particular fact that what he said is not consistent with what is in the accounts. So if it is deposited, then you will be able to proceed on your line of questioning.
As the commission places. Yes. We'll apply that the witness.
Yes. So, but before he goes, let me find out how much is he allocated fuel monthly?
Ako esanso ka jelle di la kari wo kari.
Afa bigger esansi dintara.
They don't give me any fuel.
And they don't also give you transport allowance.
Ako buka moto jo fanan dila.
Nka jenna pay slip over 1,500.
I see it on my pay slip $1,500.
Now,
transport.
And that's for the transport.
You were aware of the 2022-2023 internal audit report?
2022 kata 2023 report or wala contibo report or internal report foi bota kala man ba.
Anonne maje mo ma fonyo.
Nobody told me about that, and I have never seen it.
That was the system audit they made. That is their internal auditor.
Walam kontiboti ye menke do kubunda nyimfon konoje internal audit ye menke je. Nobody told me, and I have never heard it from anybody also.
So the car you drive, is it your personal car or the council's car?
Akoy ka moto memborindi. Ifansun talo mbang for council la moto lem.
O moto botande bul kabirin 2000.
Abote bulu?
Kabirin 2018.
Otumone moto bote bulu. From 2018 I ceased to have a car.
So in 2018, so in 2022, 2023, you are not driving any car, official or private?
2022, 2023, bika moto borindi, fansunta bang wala council la moto?
Nombika borindi.
No.
So BJL 6275G, who owns that car?
BJL 6275G, Jumaltam.
Na moto la ma ina mpakirin suwako.
It's my vehicle, but it's parked in my compound.
Mr. Bojang, that cannot be true, because in 2022-2023, the system audit revealed that you are given both fuel and paid also transport allowance.
Akote keno la katu 2022 kata 2023 kontibola li yatandiko. Ika esanso dilale andu ika moto jofa na dilale.
And they indicated the total amount of fuel that has been supplied to you.
Andu ya safele fang esanso nanga momen yemen dila. Maybe that will happen if we are going for treks.
So he uses his car when he's going to trek.
Yes.
He said yes, he uses his car when he's going for treks.
And this is in 2022-2023.
According 2022 kana 2023. Yes.
Is that the case?
Yeah.
So when he said he doesn't have a car, that is not correct.
Akoro niko tembo moto tebulu wote mansoto.
Apani sele.
He said the car broke down.
Yes, but breaking down and not having a car are two different things.
Akubari kufula ka fo moto tinyata ani moto tebulu mumeke te kilinti.
Yes, so see, he needs to be honest with us.
Whatever
we ask anybody here, we know more than what you know.
He said that's true.
Yes,
that's
what
true,
he should tell us that he has a car, but the car has broken down. He
was
using this car in 2022, 2023.
2022, 2023.
So, Mr. Bojang, we will discharge you today, and then the registrar will speak to you, and you will do the reconciliation. And when you come back, we will finish up with the accounts.
Ini register be kachala puru abe kulu belala nyame nyanta menkela so ni obutala lem ni hanifo ni be muruna ni nata muruna sitente.
Council, can you?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Bojang.
Mr. Bojang.